Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mrtcupz from the Mrtcupz channel. I actually got the intro right this time. I think I need a new intro. I think my other one was, hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mrtcupz. Fuck, where am I going with this? Like, generally where am I going with it? Because that was my intro. I think I said that at the beginning of this video. My memory is getting worse as I'm getting older, but yeah, welcome back to another commentary. There's probably going to be some Call of Duty gameplay in the background. I hope you enjoy it. I go 13-0 on, I don't actually know anything about Black Ops 4. Like, I bought Black Ops 4, it wasn't too bad. That's the thing, the Battle Royale mode was cool, but I don't really get the type of Battle Royale, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I still like the Call of Duty gameplay. It holds up over these years. It's fun. It's very fast-paced. It's very arcadic. It hits that dopamine burst. Like, I just love just going in the action, getting kills, whatever. But the thing with Battle Royale, you spend like half an hour just walking around doing fuck all. Then you get those really good bursts of combat for like 2 minutes, and that's it. That's the whole game. This isn't a Battle Royale commentary. It's just not my thing, really. So let's move on for that. So yeah, we're going to be talking today, because that's what you do in a commentary. I'm speaking off the dome again, because I had a lot of fun making the last one. I don't really know when it's going to go out, because I'm making this, what day is it today? It's 13th, today is the 13th. I'm making this the day after. I don't know when I'm going to upload it, whatever. Maybe I might never upload this. Kind of weird making this in and looking back on it later on, but yeah. So last time I touched on like 8 years, the fact that I've been doing this YouTube channel for 8 years and that, which is cool. Some people have asked me like in the past and that, like the history of this channel, and I feel like it's pretty interesting to talk about like a history of this channel. Like watching anybody's channel history, I find is quite interesting, because obviously there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes you don't know about or anything like that, and it's something you can kind of put here right now, and then hopefully maybe like 5 years from now I can update the history type of thing. So I'm going to be talking about the Mrtcupz channel history. So yeah, I'm not going to mention the stuff before this, because I did have like 2-3 channels before this. They ended up this one. This was kind of my main project in 2011. I started it in my first year of sixth form. No. This channel started in my last year of sixth form. Obviously, I started YouTube the year before, a couple of months before, when I was finishing the last year. So yeah, over the summer of 2011, I was making videos on my other channel, and that kind of getting into my vibe, trying to figure out what I wanted to do, because that was the thing for me. Like when I got my HD PVR and my Blue Snowball, which I'm still using right now, fantastic microphone. I had like I was really hyped for it, but I was like, I don't really know what to record. Like I remember back in the day, I did reviews, which I might actually bring back. I don't know if anybody's interested in this. I might bring back reviews of games, like any games in general. But yeah, I used to just review games. I remember reviewing Dead Island. I remember reviewing like FIFA 12 demo. I remember that, and there's a few others. And I did like walkthroughs of like Sonic the Hedgehog, but I really did not know what to do. I think I did do like a actually, so that this is fast forward. I remember this. I remember this on this channel. One of my first commentaries was the Gears of War commentary, Gears of War 3, and for quite a while that was one of my favorite videos on this channel, because it was a video where I felt I really did a good job. I really got out of my comfort zone. I felt I did decent commentary in that. Audio on that video was shit though. I'm not gonna lie, the audio was fucking terrible. I got better at balancing the audio a lot later on, because back then I used to have a well, I still got a PC. It's in my room right now. I've upgraded it. But my PC back then, the fans were just, oh my, were they loud. They were very loud. Luckily, I got this brand new PC right here. I've had it for like a couple of months now. The fans are silent as fuck. Like, I've generally over the years been thinking about getting like a proper studio microphone, but they're very expensive, and this Blue Snowball is really amazing. Like, if you don't have anything going on in the background, the audio quality of the Blue Snowball is very, very good. But maybe, I don't know, if I take YouTube serious again, I might upgrade my equipment. But yeah, where was I actually going? I'm on a tangent. So yeah, that Gears of War commentary is really good. I really liked that commentary back in the day. I remember I got my first ever dislike on that video, actually. I got my first ever dislike, and for a lot of people, dislikes don't mean a lot, especially for big channels. Like, you see people like KSI upload a video, and within 2 seconds of that video being up, he's already got like 5 dislikes. It's just like, wow, you people are quite sad. You people are botting it, and it's just like, okay, whatever. But for a smaller channel like me, who obviously didn't have that many subscribers back then, I had 1 dislike on the video, and I forgot to like the video myself. So for a while, the video had a 100% dislike ratio, and for me, that, I'm not gonna lie, that really fucking bummed me out back then. I really, because I was just like, wow, I put a lot of effort to make that video. I tried to get out of my comfort zone. I tried to make it entertaining. I tried to put a good gameplay. And somebody, I don't know who, came along and was just like, you know what, fuck this video, and gave it a dislike. Obviously, to them, they might have just like been fucking around, trolling, whatever. But for me back then, like, I was a bit, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Thin-skinned, because, I was a kid, whatever. I was just like, oh man, that really bummed me out. I was like, wow, what can I do to improve? What can I do to get better? But you just gotta live with it. That's the thing with YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that. People are gonna hate. That's the way it goes. I hate quite all that rapper shit, like, oh man, my haters gonna hate type of thing. But that's just the thing with life. People aren't really gonna like dig it. You know, some people are just gonna go out and be like, oh man, this fucking sucks. Like people are more likely to. I'm guilty of this myself. People are more likely to talk about something they hate than something they like. You know, that's the way negative publicity. Well, all publicity is good publicity. Look at Logan Paul. Like this is the thing. Like generally, I'm thinking of going to Epping Forest and doing the same thing as him. Like if you, all publicity on YouTube, unless you fiddle somebody, you know, you're a Minecraft YouTuber, and unless you kill somebody, there is nothing you can do on YouTube that won't give you good good numbers. Yeah, that's generally the way it is. Like, I don't want to become one of those channels. I don't want to become one of those drama channels, anything like that, because it's just shit. It's just shit content. But, man, it makes money. That's the way that shit works. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, let's move on. So, yeah, early days of the channel, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Like, when I started making videos properly, I fell in love with this. I don't know what it was. Like, the creativity of making a YouTube video, there's just something you can't beat about it. Like if you're a YouTuber and you're watching this video right now, you know that feeling. It's nice. Yeah, if you're a creative person, making a video, putting your thoughts out there, or spending your time doing an edit or anything like that, and putting it out there, and hopefully people are going to watch it, it's a really, really fucking nice feeling. And that's why I still do it to this day, because it's something I generally really do enjoy, and there's so much you could do with it. Yeah, as I said, I fell in love with it straight away. It was really therapeutic to me at the time, because I don't mind talking about real life shit. So obviously back then, in 2011, I was just about to turn 18 and that, and obviously I was in my last year of sixth form and that, and that's, anybody in the UK, you know, that's a very hectic time, because you're talking about university, you're talking about your future and stuff like that. And this is the thing for me, I always felt when I was a lot younger, and even now, I was always behind a few years mentally, not in terms of being, you know, oh man, I'm a little bit slow, but in terms of maturity. I never really looked forward to my future. I never really planned it out. I had friends who were like, yeah, man, I want to do this at uni. I want to do that. For me, even when I entered my last year of sixth form, university felt like it was a mile away. University is something that felt like it was never going to happen. Obviously, in hindsight, it didn't happen for another 3 years because I took 2 gap years. But obviously back then, I was preparing to go to uni somewhat straight away afterwards, because my sixth form, any sixth form in general, the only reason you go to sixth form is to go to university. So my school was preparing us all for it. But for me, I wasn't ready. You know, I didn't feel like an adult. I didn't feel like I was ready to go university. I didn't really feel like I was ready to move on with my life, because I was scared of the future. I'm not gonna lie, because this is where some real talk comes in. Because so yeah, when I was a kid, believe it or not, I actually wanted to be a sports star. I think everybody had a dream growing up. Obviously in the UK, I think every boy at one point wanted to be a footballer. I know loads of people who wanted to be footballers. I know some people that made it semi-professional, some people that even made it to professional level. And sadly, you know, they didn't make a career out of it. It's brutal. You know, life fucking sucks generally for most people. And the same thing happened to me. I wanted to be a professional golfer growing up, and I was obsessed with it. I actually was obsessed with it. Like when I was a kid, I was very lucky because at my old parents' house, we had a field outside of our house. Like generally right outside the house, we had a field. So I used to play golf. I started playing golf in primary school. I used to play with my dad because my dad had a bad back because he couldn't play football or anything like that. So it's kind of like a bonding thing, you know, with parents and whatever. But I fell in love with it. I fell in love with golf. I wanted to be a golfer. I generally, as a kid, I believed I wanted to be a professional golfer. I used to go out there, like when I was in secondary school and stuff like that. I used to get up at like 5 in the morning, like when it was like springtime, you know, early morning, stuff like that. I used to get up at 5, half 5 in the morning. And before, like I used to get the bus at around about 8 o'clock. So I used to hit balls for like an hour and a half in the morning. And when I used to come home, I was with the dog. Like I have a dog. I used to take her. Well, sadly that dog's gone now. Rest in peace. But yeah, I used to go out with her. We used to hit balls in the morning. Then when I used to come home from school, I used to hit balls in the evening until dark. I used to do that throughout my whole secondary school career. Obviously, I wasn't like every single day of the week. Some days I'll go out with my friends after, whatever. You gotta have a childhood, you know what I'm saying? But I used to take it seriously. And the thing was for me, when I was a kid, I always believed that if I keep up doing something, if I keep up the hard work, I'll make it. You know, I'll make it. I'll generally, if I keep it up, if I keep doing it, I'm going to make it. The reality was, you know, hard work will only get you so far in life. You need talent. And the thing was with like, that's the thing for me. I'm a hard worker in anything I do. Like, I'm a really, you won't really expect this from me, but growing up, I was always a really, like, as I said in previous commentaries, I was a shy person, but I was always an incredibly competitive person and incredibly ambitious. I was always that type of guy that second I started something, I wanted to be the best at it. Yeah, I wasn't even good at it, but I always wanted to be the best. I always wanted to be number one. It was really weird. Like even in football, like I used to get incredibly like really competitive as the years went on. Golf, anything I started, I wanted to be the best. But the thing was, I never had any natural talent at anything I did. I think that was a crazy thing. I was always shit, and that's good though, because you shit, you practice, you get better. Like that's the thing. Like even though I still play golf now, I appreciate that I've done a lot with it. I got decent, you know. I put in a lot of hours, and it shows. Like I still pick up a club and play well, but I never anything I tried, I was never really that good. But anyway, back to it. So as my teen years went on, they flew by fucking quickly. When I got to around about 17, 18 and that, when I was in sixth form and that, when my heartbreak happened, not from a girl, but from the love of my life, golf. I remember when I was in sixth form and that, I remember saying, because my parents were like, you got to get serious now. Like, you're in sixth form now. What are you going to do with your future? What are you going to do? This, that, whatever. And I, stone face, is that the word I'm looking for? But I sat there and I went, I want to be a golfer. I generally sat there and I believed with all my heart, I want to be a professional golfer. And this thing, like, as I grown up playing golf with my dad and that, my dad was like, you know, he talked to me and that, but he had to say this, and I appreciate him for saying this, but hearing it from my dad, he literally just went to me, you're not good enough. Just like that, he just went, you're not good enough. And I knew where he was coming from, and I appreciate him for saying that, and he had every right to say that. But obviously for me at the time, being a 17-year-old, you're emotional teenager, fuck me. It killed me. It pierced my heart. It fucking went straight through. I was just, ugh. But it was true though. It was a reality. I wasn't good enough. Like, I'm not going to go into the, what do you call it, the specifics of golf, because I was a range kid. Like, I couldn't afford a golf membership growing up. The golf membership, like, golf is very elitist, and it's all about who you know as well. It's fucking very elitist. I was a range kid. I grew up on the range, grew up on the field. Like, I had a great swing, but I had no course experience. Like, I would routinely, right, I'd go to a golf course, I would hit a drive down a fairway. Like, say if I was on taking a shot into the green, I would not know my distances. Like, I'd hit a crisp 7-iron, I'll send it 20 yards over the green. I had no course experience. I used to routinely at that time, I used to hit hundreds, and it weren't because I was, you know, like thinning the ball or like hitting fat, like or hitting the ball fat or anything like that. I was hitting the ball well. It's just I had no course experience. I couldn't putt. I didn't have anything like that. But obviously, though, I could have practiced. I could have got a lot better. I could have maybe got a membership, gone around and practiced. And honestly, at the time, I did a little bit in the future and I got a lot better. But I still genuinely believed that I could make it. But everything was against me at the time because I was not good. I was not at a good level. I was not at even a level to even be considered like academy, you know. But the thing was, for me, I thought I could make it. You know, I had a dream, and I thought I could achieve my dream, and I didn't. And that's the thing as well. So this is where we get a little bit into the future in that. So at the time, I gave up on my dream. You know, I regret this. I regret this later on. But at that time, you know, I was a stupid teenager. I fully gave up on golf. I fully gave up on it. I stopped hitting balls after school. I stopped hitting balls before school. I stopped really going to the range. I completely gave up on it. And I'm not going to lie. At first, it was amazing because suddenly I had this whole pressure on my shoulders, the world on my shoulders type of thing gone. It was gone. You know, all this pressure was off of me. I felt good about it. And to be honest, I started taking my studies seriously. I actually, for maths, for quite a while, I was maintaining an A star. I was maintaining an A star in maths. I was maintaining good grades and everything else. And I was thinking about really generally maybe I might go to a good university, you know. But as time went on, I started missing it. I started missing golf. But I think that's the thing for me as well. My personality. I'm the type of guy that needs a goal. I'm the type of guy that needs a purpose. And that was the thing for me. I was giving up on my purpose. I know that sounds like my purpose in life is to play golf, but it was my dream, is what I wanted to do. And giving up on that, it made me depressed as fuck, man. I think everybody goes through this nowadays because mental health is a lot more aware, and I don't mind talking about it. But I started getting really depressed. I started just sleeping in. I started just doing nothing. I started feeling, you know, the same suicidal stuff. Not suicidal stuff. Like, it's the same depressing stuff, you know, like just down all the time, just generally, yeah, just in bad moods and all that type of shit, because it really affected me, because I literally was not aiming for anything. Like, that's the thing for me, like, with education was always my plan B, but this thing, nobody ever wants their plan B to become their plan A, and that's the thing for me. Like, even though I was decent at school, I hated it. I hated learning the academia, the academics. I had no interest in it. I didn't mind maths, but the pursuit of higher education, it never interested me. But that's the thing, I was in a position where I was in sixth form, where if you go to sixth form, you're aiming to go to higher education. So I kind of felt like I was stuck. You know, I really was, and it really depressed me out, and I really didn't have a good year. Like, I really did not have a good end of my first year of sixth form because my grades slipped hard. Like, because I just didn't care. I didn't do any work. I really did any homework. I did not care about getting my grades or anything like that. They slipped down. And for me as well, I started letting myself go because at the time I was going gym and shit. I was because of golf. I wanted to get in shape. I wanted to be in good shape for golf. But the thing was, I only did that because of golf. So once that was gone, I stopped going to the gym. I stopped doing loads of stuff. I generally just stopped doing loads of stuff. It really affected me in my life. But that was when I came across YouTube again. Like, I was still watching videos and that, and I don't really know why. But I think I do know why. I can remember it now. So at the end of my first year of sixth form, I had a job. I had a part-time job working in a shoe shop. And I made some legit cash, you know, my stacks. Not a lot of money, actually. I think my whole paycheck for the summer. I went, you know what, I'm going to make YouTube videos. I don't know why, I just picked up, I was like, let's make some YouTube videos. Bought PVR, as I said, this microphone before this blue snowball, and I started making YouTube videos. And it was amazing, because I'm not going to lie, like, it was the same, what's the word I'm looking for? It was the same dopamine hit. Like, when I started making videos, I started getting the same feeling I had from when I was into golf. Like, this is the best way to describe it. YouTube for me became my new golf at that age. It became my new golf. I'm going to say this right now. This is a crazy thing to say. It was my purpose at the time. Like, generally back then when I was that young, dumb kid, I wanted to be a YouTuber. I wanted to be a YouTuber. I wanted to do this for a job. This became my competitive side came out, my ambitious side, and I was like, I love this. Like, literally a couple of videos in, I fell in love with YouTube. I wanted to do this. I wanted to get some with it, and it became my new purpose in life. At the time, it became my new ambition. Not really anymore, because, you know, we'll get to that later on. But yeah, so anyway, I went through sixth form and shit, and my second year was a little bit better. But the thing was, I'm not gonna lie, even though I really fell in love with YouTube and that, I was still depressed because for me with golf and stuff, it felt like I had unfinished business with it. You know, I felt like I was giving up on something that was my life up until that time, because I started playing golf when I was like 8 years of age. So I'd, you know, turning 18, I've been doing it for 10 years pretty much. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it for 10 years of my life. And it was crazy just to give up on it. So I was still in my second year of sixth form. I was still really depressed, really down. And my grades are shit. At the end of sixth form, my grades are terrible. I didn't care because I wasn't planning on going to university. I did not give two shits. I should have given two shits back then. I could have done a lot better. I probably could have got really good grades and gone to a pretty decent university, but that's the past. Don't dwell on it too long. But yeah, so at the time through the second year of sixth form, I made a lot of videos. I made a lot of YouTube videos, and the thing was, a trend started to happen. I didn't really get anywhere. So my first year of YouTube, I didn't even hit. I think I just hit 100 subscribers in 1 year on YouTube. And obviously, for some people, 100 subscribers is amazing. But if you're trying to take YouTube seriously, it was not a lot. And I think like 40 to 50 people were all my friends from school anyway. So I'd only really gained about 50 subscribers legit in a year, so that was kind of depressing. But it was a really weird time at that time. So this was 2012, just finished sixth form and that, and it was a really weird time in my life because, well, as I said, just finished sixth form. I had friends going off to university, some friends taking gap years. I was one of them taking gap years, and I enjoyed my first gap year. I played a lot of football with my friends and that. I made a lot of YouTube videos. I worked a little bit as a labourer. I had a really good gap year. And the thing was, at the time, not a lot changed in my life. I was still talking to my friends and that. I was still seeing them. Like, I remember at the end of my first gap year and that, we all met up and that. And it was like, it'd only been a year. It's like, oh, it'd only been a year, not much had changed. It was nice seeing everyone. It was cool. Little did I know, I haven't seen a lot of people since that 1 year anniversary, but that's just the way life goes. But yeah, like my first, I took a year off, as I said, from sixth form to a gap year. The thing is that for me, it wasn't really a gap year because I wasn't planning on going to university. Because I'm gonna say this right now. In that year, I tried to get YouTube famous. I said this before. I generally tried to make it as a YouTuber. I put all my efforts, I put all my resources into becoming a YouTuber in that year, and it failed. Oh man, it failed hard. Oh my days, I think that's the folly. Not the folly of youth. I put all my effort into trying to make it YouTube famous that year, and that's the thing. At that time, I was juggling a lot of things. I was doing this channel, and I was doing about 3 other channels. I'm not going to speak of those channels, but I was doing about 3 other channels at the time because I was desperate, man. I was desperate to try and make a part-time job out of this, trying to get somewhere, and I got nowhere. Oh man, I got nowhere in that year. I think I gained like 400 to 500 subscribers in that year, which, don't get me wrong, that's growth. That is growth. But the thing was, it wasn't a lot. You know, it wasn't a lot of growth. It wasn't a lot of anything. It wasn't a lot. I was on like 600 subscribers, I think, at the time. I'm just pulling that number out my arse. Check my social blade anyway. But anyway, yeah. So at the time, things started to change at the end of the first year. So a lot of my friends who were in gap years, they've gone to university. Myself, I didn't know what to do. I generally thought at the end of my first year, my first gap year, I thought I was going to be doing this as a job. I wasn't. So I was just like, fuck, what do I do now? So I took another gap year, stupidly. I was planning on doing uni at the time, but it kind of fell through, and I'll talk about that another time. But yeah, so I done another gap year, and it was not the same. So I started seeing a common trend, really. A lot of people I was seeing over the gap years and that, you know, they were doing more things at uni, so they weren't coming back as often. I wasn't playing football as often. I wasn't doing this and that, and it was a really depressing year for me because I just felt like my life had stopped at that time. You know, I felt like my life was not going anywhere. My life wasn't progressing. I wasn't doing anything really, because I wasn't doing anything. I was just doing YouTube, and I think that can be a danger. Anybody out there that's watching my video right now who's thinking of becoming a YouTuber, doing stuff like that, that was a danger for me. I was putting all my stocks, all my eggs into one basket, and I didn't get nowhere. You know, I didn't get fucking nowhere. So yeah, as I said, in that second gap year, I was desperate. I'd done everything, because I used to be one of those guys that I was just like, I'm never going to spam on other people's channels. I'm never going to send people a message. I'm never going to promote my shit. I'm never going to do some of the dirty tactics. When you start getting desperate, you do. And I'm going to admit this, yeah. I started doing comments on other people's channels. I do regret that. Because back then YouTube had a messaging system. I set up a bot that messaged people to send them a message of a video. And to be honest, that worked. To be honest, it actually worked. I used to send, I think, one of my early FIFA videos out. Even though I got a lot of hate for it, I got a lot of love. And I gained a lot of subscribers out of it, which was really, really nice. That was cool. And I used to just, like, I remember around about when GTA 5 was coming out, I uploaded a lot of gameplay. I actually uploaded a lot of gameplay from GTA 5 before it came out, and it nearly got my channel banned. I got 2 copyright strikes out of it, and I remember in around about a 2-hour period, the videos in total gained something like 100,000 views. And to this day, those were the most views I'd ever gained in that period ever. And it ended up gaining me like 200 subscribers. Because this is one thing I've learned as I've grown up through YouTube, in that it doesn't matter the quality of your content. If you could pull in new views, you gain subscribers regardless. That's just the way it is. I uploaded shitty GTA videos that weren't even mine, and I gained 200 subscribers out of it. And I remember another thing as well with SimCity, if anybody remembers that back in the day. I had 2 videos blow up. I had my 2 most popular videos, the 1 million population and tips and tricks video that got related to a lot of IGN videos. They blew up for me back in the day. One of them gained 10,000 views in a day, which to this day is still my record for my own actual content, because it got caught in the algorithm back in the day. And it made so much difference to my channel, because those 2 videos combined, right? So this channel right now is dead. I'm on like 1,500 subscribers, right? I think at one point it was on about 1,900. When I was on 1,900, those 2 videos were responsible for over half my subscribers. Yeah, I would say this right now. Those 2 videos gained me over 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, over 1,000 subscribers from people checking those videos, checking out other videos, subscribing from those videos in general. It gave me about 1,000. So that shows you the impact of gaining, like, you're getting caught in the algorithm for a small channel, for any channel in general. But the thing was, all good things must come to an end. So I was gaining for a while, and this period of time when those videos were out were magical for me, because I didn't have to do any bullshit. I didn't have to do any dirty moves on YouTube. I was waking up every day and I was gaining like 10 subscribers. I was gaining like 15 some days. For me, it was amazing. I was like, people like my content, people subscribing. This is amazing. I love it. I'm growing, you know, because that's the thing with YouTube. Success is defined by growth. Success is defined by numbers. Like, you can make fantastic, amazing videos, high quality editing, but if nobody's subscribing to you and you're putting them out, if you're not getting lucky views, you're not going to get anywhere. Like as I said, the quality of your content doesn't matter. It's all about getting views. Obviously, the higher quality of your content, the more views you get, the higher your subscriber to view ratio. But if you're not getting views in general, you're not going to get anywhere. So for me, to actually get some legit growth that I wasn't having to do myself, I wasn't having to promote myself, for me it was magical, and I fucking loved it. For me, that period of time in YouTube was amazing. But as I said, all good things, they have to come to an end. They have to come to an end, and slowly but surely those videos stopped gaining me views. I didn't have any other videos replace those videos in terms of viewership, so I started losing subscribers. I started not gaining any growth. I started stagnating again, and there went my 15 minutes of fame, so to say, of gaining like 10 subscribers a day. And yeah, that happened, and I never really, I always felt like I was trying to chase that pseudo success again, because in my books it was a success, gaining subscribers daily. Obviously to somebody like PewDiePie, he gains like 1,000 subscribers like every 3 hours, something like that. So obviously it's not a success to him, but for me at the time in my channel, it was a success to me. And I always felt like in the future I was trying to chase it. I was trying to get those numbers back. And during my second gap year, I tried, and it didn't go nowhere. So at the end of my second gap year, I had to make decisions in my life, because I'm not gonna lie, I wasted 2 years of my life trying to get YouTube famous. I wasted 2 years of my life. Let that be a warning to anybody out there with YouTube and that. I wasted 2 years. I should have done something in those gap years. I should have gone back in education. I should have done my degree back then. I should have gone college. I should have done this, that. I should have done everything. Fuck's sake. That's not. Obviously, I'm looking back with retrospect, but I should have done this. I should have done that. I should have definitely done something at the same time, because I was just working crappy jobs. I should have done some sort of training or whatever. So yeah, I wasted 2 years of my life doing YouTube. And I had to make a decision, because at the time I was only on around about 1,900 subscribers. And obviously at that time, I got fucked over by YouTube. There was a drama back then with YouTube taking down misleading videos on YouTube. I made a commentary about it because I got severely fucked over. I lost a lot of my Minecraft videos. I lost a lot of my FIFA videos. I remember back then I started a new FIFA series. And episode 1, 2, I think 4 and 5 got taken down by YouTube unfairly. They got unfairly taken down. They were not misleading at all. But I don't know what happened. I think somebody might have just report butted me, or YouTube's algorithm is just flawed and shit, as it always has been. Took down my videos, and it completely killed my hype in YouTube at the time. Because I remember at the time I was just like, what's the point of me making videos if they're just going to get taken down maybe randomly in the future? Because I generally like making videos and I want to keep them for the future, but I don't want them getting taken down, you know what I'm saying? So at that time, I quit YouTube. And I actually went to university. I started university in 2014. And at first, I really generally enjoyed university. It was nice to be doing something. I'll talk about my opinions about university in the future, because this is a long commentary. But yeah, this gets kind of to the point where we're nearly up to date. So I got to university, but around about 2 months in, I missed YouTube. I generally really missed it. I uploaded a few videos and that, but I got in love with streaming. I prefer streaming a lot more. It's a lot better. It's a lot more interactive, and for me, it's a lot more fun. And that was really my history up until that point. I started doing Twitch. And over the course of my university career, I started other projects in that. And I really kind of started neglecting this channel, because that's just the way it goes, really. So I think that's kind of my history. I don't really know why I felt like talking about it. It was a fun little commentary. I don't mind talking about personal issues and stuff like that, because it's good content, innit? So I don't know. If you got this far in a commentary, if you got this far in a commentary, and you're also a fellow YouTuber, maybe you're around about my same age, you've been doing this stuff as long as me or whatever, you've been trying to make it somewhere on YouTube, I'd like to hear your experience in that, because I think that's the thing on YouTube. People generally only see success. People generally only watch success. And, that's the thing. Success is like 0.1% on YouTube, whereas the other 99.9% of us is just kind of like, we got our own stories to tell. It's like, didn't make it, man. We can talk about it, have some fun with it. Maybe we might make it in the future, you don't know. But there's nothing wrong with it. I still want to be a YouTuber. I still want to make YouTube videos. I still want to be a streamer. I don't mind talking about my goals and my ambitions and my dreams and stuff, because it's what I want to do. I know I'm not talented. I don't have a good voice. I'm generally not good at a lot of things I do, but it's something I want to keep up, so I want to keep doing. But this has been like a 30-minute commentary, pretty much a podcast. Yeah, if you got this far, give me a smiley face in the comment section. There you go. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end it now. Hope you please rate, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.